In the third part of our series, we're going to be looking at mechanical engineering. Mechanical engineering is a branch of engineering that focuses on design, production, analysis, working, and improvement of a technical object. In other words, it looks at how things work. And in the first part of our series, we're going to be looking at links, guides, and then the second part of our series, we're going to be looking at motion transmission, motion transformation, and speed change. Linking is the mechanical function performed by any component that connects different parts of an object. And links can have many different characteristics, which we need to consider: direct versus indirect, rigid versus flexible, removable versus non-removable, and finally complete versus partial. Direct versus indirect. A link is direct when two objects hold together without a linking component. A link is indirect when the parts need something else, a linking component, to hold them together. Rigid versus flexible. A link is rigid when the linking component or the surfaces of the linked parts are rigid. A link is flexible when the linking component or the surfaces of the linked parts can be deformed, such as springs, rubber, or sticky tack. Thirdly, removable versus non-removable. A link is removable when the linked parts can be separated without damaging either the surfaces of the linking component, such as a nail, screw, nuts, and bolts, while a link is non-removable when separating the linked parts damages their surface or the linking component, such as glue. Finally, complete versus partial. A link is complete when it prevents the linked parts from moving independently from each other, such as a nail, or a link is partial when at least one part can move independently of the other part, so there is movement, such as seen with hinges. Lastly, we can look at guiding components, or guides, which is a component whose mechanical function is to guide the motion of the parts. And there are three types of guides. Translational guides, which ensures the straight translational motion of a moving part like this. Rotational guide ensures the rotational motion of a moving part, such as a door handle. And finally, a helical guide, which ensures a combination of translational and rotational motion of a moving part, such as a cap or a lid of a jar. Thank you for part 3.